Hello everyone, I'm Gabriel and this is the Rise Atlantis show. If you notice it looks a little bit different today, it's because I am not going to use the black lights anymore in the background because it doesn't pick up the background good. And even right now it's I need to keep readjusting. It's looking a little dark for some reason. Yeah, the black lights held up right there. But I'm going to remove the black lights now because it's starting to look too dark. To brighten up the show now and have the background, I'll be changing the backgrounds over time. I'll also be shortening the show to 30 minutes every day now for a couple reasons. One is because my live stream option has been temporarily paused for 3 months because I talked about a video talking about certain type of actors. So I did not know it was controversial. I was not received a warning like I wish I would have had. So now my live stream option is going to be paused for 3 months. So that's why I'm having to record the show through QuickTime Player recording, and then I still have to upload. Now, yesterday was the first time when I tested it out. I finished the show at 9, and I was uploading the video an hour long, and it took literally 3 hours. It was 9, 10, 11, 12. It was 12 o'clock in the morning when it went up here in Central Time, Texas, El Paso. Which means it was already 2 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. So that's why I'm hoping to cut down the length in 30 minutes. So hopefully it could be loaded up in another 30 minutes, maybe an hour max, so it will be 9. Yeah, if I end the show at 8:30, hopefully an hour long will be 9:30. So it still fits in 10:30, 11:30. It's still 11:30 East Coast. I know it's late. It's kind of, it's all last minute, and I wish it wasn't like this, but I work all day and I never have time. Only time I have is when I come home at the end of the day, so, I can't balance all this stuff, and so that's why I'm having to shorten the length of the show for 30 minutes. I may extend it to an hour later on. I'm not sure though, maybe when I get the live streaming back up, but I'm not sure because, with live streaming I don't have to wait an hour for it to upload, so that's the good thing about it. But I just have to wait 3 months to get the live streaming back, and I wish I would have received a warning instead of having my live stream cut for 3 months. It seems really unfair. So now we'll go ahead and get into the news. We're going to shorten the show down to just 30 minutes now. Okay, let's see. Now we're just going to rush through the show now. Let's get to the main parts now. I wish it wasn't like this. It's hard to get viewers. It's hard to get subscribers. People think it's so simple and easy. No, it is not. I passed out 500 flyers. I only got like 3 subscribers. That's it. Are you serious? No, that is no. First story is CDC employee. I guess I can't mention his name. Because if I apparently it seems if I mention people's names now, I can get my video removed and even my channel banned, so I can't be mentioning people's names anymore. CDC employee went missing more than a week ago. Now, this is not cyberbullying talking about this person. I am just reading the news here. Okay. So, it seems they're classifying every topic as cyberbullying. And it's not right. You should not be persecuted like this. So he's 35 years old, works as a commander in the U.S. Public Health Service, and responded to the Ebola virus and Zika virus. You know, we can't even mention names anymore because it seems it's cyberbullying and causing death threats on people. So, you know, it's getting really absurd, the censorship of our freedom of speech. So he went missing. They're not saying why. Let's see here. And having to sift through all these words just to get to the main part. You know, I hate this, man. It's too much words. So supposedly went missing. Maybe it's just publicity stuff. Okay, next article from NASA. They say universe is expanding faster than it should, and we need a new physics to explain it. So there's a theory is if the universe is expanding and it's getting faster, what happens if it expands too fast? At that rate, orbits would fall apart faster, and not only that, would the acceleration continue and get faster and faster? How fast can it get? And there's a theory also, would it slow down? And would it reverse? Now, if it were to reverse, would it collapse inward and eliminating everything, even heaven itself? So that's very scary. You know, that's our eternal life in heaven. Hope. What if it gets crushed by a collapsing universe? Very scary stuff. So the universe is very scary when you think about it. Almost as scary as getting shot by BBs, sharp tip BBs to my face and head while I work driving an ice cream truck, man. That's what happened. That's why I was saying I'm being attacked. Because someone shot a BB, high powered, and it shattered the whole window. Now, God forbid it hits my eyes and I go blind and a bullet goes through my eyes. It's sharp tip BBs. It's very serious, you know. And I wasn't able to. I know who did it, man, but I didn't get a clear picture video of the person, so I have nothing, man. That person walks free. It makes me angry, man. Where did that BB sharp tip? Now, it's one thing for the little ball ones, but for a sharp tip to go through my head, it could cause brain damage and even possibly kill me. You know, so people do whatever they want, get away with it, man, and it makes me angry how God doesn't bring His wrath upon the wicked, man. So, next story, our future air taxi. Vahana self-flying machine takes off, hovers, and lands. So everyone out there, please pray for my safety, because I am being attacked by satanic worshippers. A lot of people say it's conspiracy. No, it is real. I see these satanic worshippers, and they've taken all forms, even gangsters. Now, I am no gangster at all, man. Never have, never will be. But these gangsters are possessed by demons, and they attack me, man. So this story says, our future air taxi Vahana, self-flying machine takes off, hovers, lands. Now, they said they want to have Uber with flying cars also. So now we're just getting through the news quick because it's only a 30-minute show now. You know, because I need to, instead of waiting 3 hours just for the video to go through, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast, because my live streaming option has been stopped for 3 months, paused for 3 months, just because I was not made aware of topics to talk about that I wish YouTube would have warned us. And then second of all, I wasn't even threatening anyone, and I said it wasn't fully fact. I said it could be it's just theory, and they still, you know, I feel people at YouTube has persecuted me. Very small amount. I love YouTube, man, but there's people out there who persecute us. and it's not right. And my live streaming should not have been paused for 3 months. We should have been warned, and we were not warned by YouTube. They did not tell us when we log in. They should have had banners, messages that said, avoid topics of this. Do not talk about these topics. And they did not tell me, you know. And they ban people from stuff like this. It's not right. You know, so they like this, without even giving me a warning, after it happened, and not even giving me a warning before it happened, of the supposed these actors, you know, and they just go and persecute everyone, and it's not right. My live streaming should not have been paused for 3 months. Students returned to Florida school where 17 were killed. All this time they have been out of school. So I hope YouTube can reinstate, please, if you're watching YouTube, I hope you can please reinstate my live streaming. Because we were not warned. We should have been warned by YouTube, and we were not warned. It's not right. Political end to Olympics. North Korea offers talks with the U.S. All those are lies, man. Remember in the Bible, Jesus said, peace, peace. All this time they've been talking about peace when there never was peace. This next story. Parkland survivor says thanks to online conspiracy theorists. I can't mention his name. I can't even mention the 2 words, the something actors. I can't talk about that topic. No, if I talk about that, I may be banned. I may be banned from YouTube, so I can't talk about that article. It's not right. Not right at all, man. How can they ban us from talking about it when there they are on CNN talking about this is not right here? You know, we are being persecuted, and I hope people at YouTube can stop persecuting us. Please, people working at YouTube, talk with the people at the top of YouTube and tell them to stop persecuting us. Let us be allowed to talk about topics if we do it right. We don't mention names or threaten anyone. I mean, come on, man. It is not right how we are being silenced like this. China to drop presidential term limits, clearing way for Xi Jinping to stay on. Look at this. Now they want to remove term limits. He's serving a 3rd term. Can you believe it? They want to remove term limits. So he wants to become a dictator, basically. You know. I haven't even thought of the topic of the day, man. I don't know. See, I've been flipping through the dictionary, looking through words, and I saw the words actors, and they've been talking about the supposed actors, so I say, okay, I'll talk about this. Because we were not warned when we log on. We did not have a banner on our login page that says, do not talk about these topics. Where I feel YouTube should have warned us, man, before they go in and ban our live streaming for 3 months, and before they go and delete videos, and before they go and ban people for no reason. We are being persecuted. It's not right. And I hope YouTube stops being so mean to us like this. They are really banning people for no reason. It's not right. Not right at all. So I guess the topic of the day will be we should be allowed of our freedom of speech. I don't know how to title the video. I guess I'll title it something like we should be allowed our free speech if we do it right. That is what I will title this video today. We should be allowed our free speech if it is done right. So again, this is my 3rd plea to YouTube, and I guess now after today I'll stop talking about it. It just gets me so heated up, man. It gets me angry because I had my live streaming paused for 3 months just because I talked about a topic that YouTube did not warn us about when we log into our pages. There should have been banners on all our pages that says, this is what did it call, a public service announcement for all YouTubers to not mention these topics. So how can they ban channels and pause their live streaming for 3 months? How can they do that if they didn't give us a warning? It is not right. We should have received a warning from YouTube, and we didn't get no inclination at all. supposedly talking about these supposed actors is illegal to talk about, when yet they're talking about it day after day after day on the news, all channels for crying out loud. If this topic is not allowed on YouTube, why are they talking about it every single day on the news? Non-stop, around the clock, every second. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over, they keep talking about these actors. But yet, we can't talk about it at all on YouTube. Not even a blip, not even a single little word. These two words get our channels banned. It's not right. It is not right. And how I got my live streaming paused for 3 months, I feel was really not right. It affected a lot of other people as well. You know, there's people that they make so much money off YouTube every day, and for their live streaming to have been paused, if it happened to them, it affected them. They're losing out on money. And it's not right just because they were not warned by YouTube. They should have been warned by YouTube. We did not receive any warning at all. It looks like an earthquake comes shaking my table. It is an earthquake, man. It's a global earthquake, and this is a different kind of earthquake. This earthquake is shaking the whole structure of the system of foundation of everything as we know it, man. Violation of our freedom of speech is a violation of our constitutional right to talk about what we need to say, to have our God-given voice to be heard. They are violating our constitutional right of freedom of speech. We should be allowed to talk about topics if it's done right. If YouTube says we can't talk about these actors, then why are they talking about it every single day on the news? You know? It is not the YouTubers' fault if they see that and then they put it on their channels and they make these videos about it also. You know? Because we should have been warned by YouTube when we log in. Public service announcement. Do not talk about these topics. We did not receive a single thing from YouTube. Nothing at all. And I feel it was wrong because, you know, I got my live streaming paused for 3 months. People have gotten their channels banned. Unfairly treated. And to YouTube, I hope and pray you can bring back channels that were banned for stupid reasons. And bring back people's live streaming that was paused for stupid reasons as well. You know, we did not receive no single warning at all. We should have. We should have been received a warning from YouTube. And we didn't get a single thing. So that's what I'll call this video today, man. Is, we should be allowed a freedom of speech if done right. If done right, man. And that means we cannot mention people's names. We can't threaten anyone, and we can't say it is 100% fact. Now, like I said in the last video, I know a lot of people are going to try to not abide by those rules, and they're going to want to talk about the people's names. They're going to want to show the pictures and video of these certain actors, you know? Because that's the whole root of the conspiracy lies. Without pictures, you have no proof. But then again, all those pictures of those people, we don't know if they're really fact. For all we know, this could be real. These certain actors could really be real. And maybe they're just trying to silence everyone because the government is so scared of being exposed, the Illuminati, and they pay off all these corporations to go like this to us. Pounding us in our face and shutting us up, man. It is not right. And I hope and pray YouTube allows us our freedom of speech. Allows us to talk about topics if done right. And I guarantee you, the good people that abide to the rules, and again, YouTube needs to fully disclose, every time we log into YouTube, they need to fully disclose what are the rules. There need to be a change of rules, and everything needs to be simplified as messages to us when we log in. You know, a big black and yellow banner that says, if you talk about these topics, do not mention names, do not threaten. You know, mentioning the names is what it's all about. Because once you start mentioning the names and showing the pictures, it makes people want to say, oh yeah, where do they live? so that they could go and harass them, beat them up, and God willing, or God forbid, kill them. You know, we don't want anyone being harmed in this, even if they are certain type of actors. We don't want them harmed. You know, we are trying to stop people actually physically harming people. So we are not planning on harming people here. It is not our intentions of getting people harmed when we mention names and show pictures, but that's what it leads to. So that should not be allowed. And I know it's hard for YouTube to have a filter that filters that out, because they're videos. It's hard to filter videos out. It's hard enough to filter text out. You know, so it's a can of worms is what it is. It's a can of worms, because YouTube sees it like they want to have everything spick and span clean so they can keep having their advertisers paying them money. And I'm not bashing YouTube. I mean, of course, we can't live without money, you know. So, I mean, I'm not bashing you for making money, YouTube. I mean, it's what helps us get paid as well as YouTubers. So I thank you all for that at YouTube. But at the same time, we should be allowed to talk about topics. If we don't mention any names or show pictures, or video even, we cannot show the people involved. This went on with a certain type of pizza. G. Second word starts with a G. Everything's so politically correct now, I can't even say that word anymore. Or I could possibly get my channel banned. You know, I'm abiding to all YouTube rules here. I promise never to talk about controversial topics anymore. So, you know, it's a can of worms, and this is my solution, what I'm proposing to YouTube, is every time people clicks on to log into the YouTube page, have a banner in black background with yellow words, or red, or whatever, yellow, black and yellow stands out, and have it say, due to certain issues arising, we will still allow certain topics, and you can say the topics, but say you cannot reveal people's names, you cannot show the pictures, or you can't threaten anyone. Now, people on YouTube could say, oh, it's going to take so much manpower, and trying to sift through every single video. The way they do it is they just want to see the words, and if it mentions those words, they delete the video. But then again, my live streaming shouldn't have been paused for 3 months. I thank YouTube for not banning my channel, because this was a mistake. I did not know this topic was not allowed. We should have been warned. We should have had that public service announcement when we log in. You know, and people's channels have been banned for unfair reasons, and I hope and pray, people at YouTube, you can unban those people if they didn't do anything wrong. You hear all the time people are being banned for stupid reasons. Losing monetization for stupid reasons. What happened when Logan Paul was an accident? He did all the right things. Called the cops, burned out the person's face, talked against suicide. I mean, what more do they need, man? You know, Logan Paul did all the right things, and he was unfairly persecuted, like what's happening to all of us as well. So we all can relate to what happened with him. We're all in the same boat here. If they did it to Logan Paul, they're gonna do it to us, man. And they're gonna try to ban our channels for stupid reasons. It's not right. It's not right. Oh, so now we'll go ahead and end the show out with a couple of EVPs. Let's see here. We already went past that. Okay, I think we have time for 2 EVPs each. So I guess this will be the last time I talk about, you know, of our violation of freedom of speech. You know, we should not be persecuted. We should not have our freedom of speech taken away from us. It is as if they are putting tape on our mouths, tying us up and throwing us in the corners and telling us all to shut up. It is not right. It is not right. And you know, when more people are persecuted, it's gonna amplify. It's gonna throw more fuel to the fire. more people are gonna lash back. More people will get angry at YouTube. So people on YouTube, I hope and pray you can allow these topics to be done right. That way more people won't be fighting back. So the solution is to allow the topics but be done right. I know it's a can of worms because everyone's going to want to say the names of the people and show the pictures of their faces. It's a can of worms. You know? I mean, I don't know, man. Is not allowing the topic the answer? It sounds like a quick fix, man, but it's violating our freedom of speech. If you allow the topics, it's gonna, you'll have people saying to go attack them. That's not right. Revealing the names, showing the pictures, saying where they live. It's a can of worms. I really don't know what's the answer. Maybe removing the topics from YouTube is the answer. I don't know. But to me, it seems it's violating our freedom of speech. So, I mean, I like to say, I can't decide on it. You know, I can't decide, just remove the videos that talk about these topics. It's violating our freedom of speech, so I can't decide, man. You know, I'll leave it up to all you out there on YouTube. We'll go ahead and do 2 EVPs. Okay, on this phone we have the words, what's short max person, or what's short person max, something like that. I guess it could be saying what's short because I'm shortening the show to 30 minutes. Now max person, I guess it means all of us. It's weird. Okay. On this phone, we have the words Packer Theater, Copen, Mort, Appropriation. Now, packing into a theater, Copen, I don't know, I guess coping with like Mort. Mort means morgue. So, the theater, don't know what it means, appropriation. Maybe comparing the theater with the school and how they relate, and the shootings in general. You know, we need metal detectors everywhere. And we'll go ahead and do one more. So I thank you all, YouTube, for being a platform out there to give us hope of making money. You know, you all are making dreams come true for people. So I thank you, YouTube, for that. I love you all at YouTube. Whoa, drop my phone. Okay. On this phone, we got the words. Life is short. With facts and passion, you can cope. Something like that. To that effect. So it's saying life is short. With facts and passions, you can cope with. Okay. I want to receive more prophecy through these EVPs. Now I got the word goat, dean, carpet, mouthpiece, grape. So a dean means like head of a college or something like that. So a goat means greatest of all time is what a lot of people call goat. So the greatest dean. Carpet, mouthpiece means like a musical equipment in a college or something. And grape, I mean, carpet, rolling out the red carpet for Jesus' return. The mouthpiece is the trumpets of the kingdom of heaven, amen. So I don't know what the greatest of all time dean is. It's Jesus, so, dean means, head of something, master of ceremonies. So Jesus is the greatest, amen. So we'll go ahead and end it there. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Please tell everyone you know to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you. And thank you out there, YouTube, for letting us broadcast. Amen. Being the platform for us out there. I thank you, YouTube. And all I ask is if you could consider allowing all topics on the news. And I guarantee you the good YouTubers will abide by the rules of do not mention people's names, do not show pictures or video of their faces, do not threaten anyone, and do not claim it's 100% fact. Say this is theory, it's a conspiracy theory, and I guarantee you most of the YouTubers will abide by those rules. So that's the way to have a level playing field to allow freedom of speech and make the advertisers happy to where it's not too controversial. So it's a win-win situation, amen. So go ahead and end it there. Please tell everyone you know to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. God bless. The signs are coming, amen. Hallelujah.